This is for the prophetic video that I have to do. This video is about my nephew Jordan. He was telling me about we were talking about the Lord, and he was telling me that when my auntie died this past week, we just had this conversation Friday, so 2 days ago. And we were talking, and then he told me that his daughter um woke up when my auntie died. They're not in the same house, and it happened about the same time that she died that his daughter woke up. It's not the first time this happened. It's like the third time. And so I was listening to what he said. He told me that she started sweating, and he doesn't really see her sweat. She's not a sweater. She's not really active, like into sports, so she would sweat like that. So he's like, she sweats, she doesn't feel good, and she can't sleep. And it's happened 3 times at nighttime. And then he told me that, and it was the same time that my auntie Elena Lopez passed away. And no, it's the same time because as soon as she woke up and came to see her dad and her mom to wake them up, and while they were sleeping, he got a phone call that my auntie passed away. He didn't really think anything of it, but he just thought it was odd. And so I just kind of stepped into it, and I'm like, uh, brother, I said, you need to, I don't know how to tell you to do this or how to say go about doing this. I said, but you need to come to this school that I'm going to. It's a ministry school. It's not just a Bible school. It's a ministry school. It teaches more of the hands-on practicum stuff instead of just all books and writing papers. It's hands-on. Um, he's. I said I took him. The Lord had quickened in my spirit to take him to when Samuel was called in First Samuel, when the Lord called him, and he didn't know the Lord's voice, and how he called him once, how he called him twice, and then Eli said, call him once, and Eli said, no, I didn't call you, go back to bed. And then the Lord called him, and then Samuel woke up and he said, hey, here I am. And Eli was like, no, I didn't call you, go back to bed. And then the third time he called him, Eli kind of knew that that was the Lord calling him. So he told him to say, Lord, here I am. Your servant is here. So talk to me. And so Eli, he went back to sleep. And we know the story. The Lord called him and talked to Samuel, told Samuel that, hey, tell Eli everything I told him that was going to happen to his kids was going to happen. And that's when Eli knew that Samuel was called. And so what the Lord quickened in my spirit was that um, his daughter affected her spirit. Excuse me, because it woke her up. It affected her body because she started sweating and she wasn't feeling good and she couldn't sleep. Now, this happened to me too when my older brother was murdered back in '87. So I know this. So when he told me that, I woke up. That's what happened when he was murdered. I woke up. They said he was murdered around between 4:30 and 5:30 in the morning time. And I was up in Bible. I was going to a Bible fellowship meeting in Canada on Vancouver Island. And I woke up that morning. About that time, I felt like my breath just got taken out from me. And I felt bad all day. Well, come to find out, my brother got murdered. And the local pastor here at the church drove all the way from Tohola, all the way up to Canada, went up to Vancouver City, and got on a ferry and went across Vancouver Island to Ucluit to find me, and got there when I was in church, and he told me that my brother was murdered. So, and that was all going through my mind when he was telling me that. I mean, that fast. It took a long time to say that, but it quickened me, went through my mind, and the Lord quickened me and said, "This, his daughter is called like that." And I told Jordan, which he's Cree native, he's a Canadian native. I told him he needs to sign up for the school that I'm going to, and he needs to go there to find out, first of all, to find out how to walk out this walk that we're walking, that I'm walking, and that he's walking, and how to learn all these things that I'm learning, and the things that I don't even know that I need to learn, and that he needs to learn that he doesn't know that he needs to learn. And because I know going down this path that I'm going on, that I will find all those answers to those questions, and the questions, the answers to the questions that I have, I know the Lord will set me on a path to find those answers. And that's why I was telling him that he needs to um come here, and I sort of said, I'm going to prophesy over you. You need to come to this school, sign up. No ifs, ands, and buts. Sign up for the school, and you'll learn. Because his daughter is just, she can't be more than 13. She's still a young kid yet. So he needs to come to school, and so he can show not only his daughter, but his sons too, how to truly walk out our faith. And then, then he'll be able to help his daughter and his kids, because his other kids are in the prophetic too. And I really believe that. And that was the prophecy that I said over him. And I just said that it's up to you. You can either go with this, or can just let it, just like one of the books said, that when that I'm reading, because there's some couple books I'm reading, and it's like they said the word is like seed, and if it falls on the good ground, which is our heart, and we watch it and guide it, let it grow, it'll grow. But if it falls to the wayside and the birds get it, that's just what the enemy wants. He wants to take those seeds from us. And that's what I told him. He needs to just get enrolled to this goal, and you'll find all those answers.